I am Bhaskar, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, Sai Vidya Institute of Technology. In today's class, we are going to see test of significance of difference between two sample means in t distribution. For single mean, we have seen in that last session. In this session, we are seeing two sample means. Okay. In this one, consider two independent samples xi, I equal to 1, comma 2, comma and so on n1. N1 is the sample size, and yj equal to j equal to 1, comma 2, comma and so on n2 is the another sample size drawn from a normal population. Student t is given by. For this, if two populations here given, one is n1 is the sample size one size, and another one should be n2 is the another sample size. So these two events are independent. So the time student t is given by t equal to x bar minus y bar divided by s into square root of 1 divided by n1 plus 1 divided by n2, where x bar comma y bar are the mean of two samples. To find s square, here we will use 1 divided by n1 plus n2 minus 2 into summation of x minus x bar whole square plus summation of y minus y bar whole square. This one formula we will use, or sometimes the other formula also we will use. S square equal to n1 into s1 square plus n2 into s2 square divided by n1 plus n2 minus 2. What is n1? N1 is the sample size, and n2 is the another sample size. But that s1 is nothing but standard deviation, and s2 is nothing but also standard deviation of two samples. For two samples, degrees of freedom, how do you find? Means n1 plus n2 minus 2. N1 plus n2 minus 2, we will use the formula to find the degrees of freedom. We assume the null hypothesis H naught mu x equal to mu y, that is, the sample have been drawn from the normal population with the same means. Using this, we will solve the problems using these two formulas, this t distribution formula, and to find s, either this formula will use or this formula depends on the given data. We'll see the problems in this. Right. First problem, if you'll see, problems on student t distribution for two samples. A group of boys and girls were given in an intelligent test the mean score, standard deviation score, and the numbers in each group are as follows. Mean, standard deviation, n. Now, this is boys and this one should be girls. Mean of boys is 74, girls is 70. Standard deviation of boys is 8 and the girls is 10. Sample size should be 12, 10. This is one should be n1 is 12 and n2 should be 10. Here s1 is 8 and s2 is 10. Mean x bar, this one you will take it as x bar is 74, y bar is 70. Is the difference between the means of two groups significant at 5% level of significance? So here t of 0.05, they have given 5% student t distribution is nothing but, or significance level is nothing but 2.086 for 20 degrees of freedom. If you'll see in the table, if they will not give this one also, if you'll see in the table, you will come to know that t distribution table, you have to use it here. So, but they have, anyway, they have given here. Now, whatever the given should be, I'll write by data. What is that x bar? X bar should be 74. What is S1? S1 is 8. What is N1? N1 is 12. Y bar is 70. S2 is 10. N2 is 10. What is the T equal to? X bar minus Y bar divided by S into root of 1 by N1 plus 1 by N2. This only if you will square it and simplify this one, or otherwise already I told another formula that S square equal to find S, n1 into s1 square plus n2 into s2 square divided by n1 plus n2 minus 2. What is that n1 here? You know that n1 is 12. What is s1 is 8. What is S2 is 10. What is N2 is 10. Right. Now N1, what is that? N1 is 12 into S1 square is 8 square. 12 into 8 square plus 10 into 10 square divided by 10 plus 12 plus minus 2. 10 plus 12 minus 2, or 12 plus 10 minus 2 also we can use. If you will divide that one, you will get 88.4. That is a square value. Square root of 88.4 is S equal to 9.4 you will get. Now, this is the value of S. Now, what is the t value? How do you find t equal to x bar minus y bar divided by what is that? S into root of 1 by n1 plus 1 by n2. So t is nothing but 74. There is nothing but what is that? X bar is 74 minus y bar is 70 divided by what is that? S is 9.4 root of 1 by 12 plus 1 by 10. Now you'll get t equal to 0.994, which is less than the what is that? This table value, which is less than the table value. So that's the way. Hence the hypothesis is accepted. Once hypothesis is accepted, so we can say that there is no significant difference between the means of two groups. So hypothesis accepted at 5% level of significance. Is there what they have been asked? Is there a difference between the means of two groups significant at 5% level? So there is no difference. Hypothesis is accepted means there is no significant difference between the means of two groups. Hence, the hypothesis is accepted at 5% level of significance. Next, second question, see the same type only. We are going to see that second problem. Two types of batteries are tested for their length of life, and the following results were obtained. Battery A, battery B. N1 is nothing but 10, X1 bar is nothing but 500 hours, S1 square is 100, and battery B, N2 should be 10, X2 bar is 560 hours, S2 square is 121. Compute students T and test whether there is a significant differences in the two means. You have to find. Now here see, actually we are using the formula x bar minus y bar. Here they are given in the data x1, x2. So t equal to x2 bar minus x1 bar divided by s into root of 1 by n1 plus 1 by n2, where s square equal to n1 into s1 square plus n2 into s2 square divided by n1 plus n2 minus 2. How do you find s square? See, already I told that n1 is 10. You can substitute here. 10 into s1 square is what? 100. Already they have given 10 into 100 plus n2 is 10 into s2 square is what is that? 121. So 10 into 121 divided by 10 plus 10 minus 2. So that is 18. If you will add and if you will divide that one, we'll get s square equal to 122.78. Then s equal to will get 11.0805. Now, for this degrees of freedom, so they have not been specified in the problem. So degrees of freedom should be what is that here? Sample size 1 should be 10, another should be 10. 10 plus 10 is 20, minus 2, that is nothing but degrees of freedom. 20 minus 2 is 18 is the degrees of freedom. For 5% level of significance is, for 18 degrees of freedom is 2.101. Now we can substitute t equal to x2 bar minus x1 bar divided by s into root of 1 by n1 plus 1 by n2. What is that? X2 bar is 560, x1 bar is 500, divided by s is 11.0805, root of 1 by 10 plus 1 by 10, that equal to 12.1081. 5% level of significance is nothing but that value. This value should be, or the t value should be 12. 5% level of significance, already I told, 2.101, which is the t value should be greater than the 5% level of significance value. So hence the hypothesis is rejected. So once the hypothesis is rejected means I'll say that compute the student t-test whether there is a significant difference between two means they are asking. Now I'll say that there is no significant difference between two means. Why? Because the hypothesis is rejected. How we can say that hypothesis is rejected? significance value is 2.101. T value should be 12.1081. So T value should be greater than the 5% level of significance value. So that's the way, hence hypothesis is rejected. So that's the way there is no significant difference between these two means. Next type of problem we will see here. This one should be a different problem. A group of 10 boys fed on a diet A and another group of 8 boys fed on a different diet B for a period of 6 months recorded the following increase in weights. So diet A, diet B. So diet A values they are given here and diet B values also they are given. So diet A containing how many sample size should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So diet A should be sample size should be 10. Diet B sample size should be 8. Test whether diets A and B differ significantly, recording their effect on increase in weight. Now, here I am taking let two diets do not differ significantly, recording their effect increase in weight. I will take it as that one should be null hypothesis. Two diets do not differ significantly, recording their effect on increase in weight. I will take. Now, here they have not given standard deviation, mean, that all they have not given. We have to find out. So how do you find out? See here, let x corresponds to diet A and y to diet B. X bar equal to, what is that, summation of x divided by n1. What is that summation of x is nothing but 5 plus 6 plus 8 plus 1 plus 12 plus 4 plus 3 plus 9 plus 6 plus 10. If you add all that, you will get summation should be 64 divided by n1 is 10. 64 divided by 10 is 6.4. Then y bar, what is that? Y bar is nothing but summation of y divided by n2. Summation of y is 2 plus 3 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10 plus 1 plus 2 plus 8 divided by n2 is nothing but 8. 40 divided by 8 is 5. Now I'll write summation of x minus x bar whole square. How do you find x minus x bar whole square? See here, this is x bar is 6.4. We know that. Now what I will do here, see, 5 minus 6.4 whole square plus 6 minus 6.4 whole square plus 8 minus 6.4 whole square plus 1 minus 6.4 whole square plus 12 minus 6.4 whole square plus 4 minus 6.4 whole square plus 3 minus 6.4 whole square plus 9 minus 6.4 whole square plus 6 minus 6.4 whole square plus 10 minus 6.4 whole square. You can add all that and you will get the sum should be 102.4. Similarly, we will do y minus y bar whole square. So how do you find y minus y bar? Means 2 minus 5 whole square plus 3 minus 5 whole square plus 6 minus 5 whole square plus 8 minus 5 whole square plus 10 minus 5 whole square plus 1 minus 5 whole square plus 2 minus 5 whole square plus 8 minus 5 whole square. We'll simplify that all. Sum should be 82 you will get. Now I can use the formula. This is the different formula. Previously we have been used n1 into s1 square plus n2 into s2 square divided by n1 plus n2 minus 2 we use. There they have given standard deviation and sample size, but here they have not given standard deviation. We are finding that. That's the way we are using this formula. 1 divided by n1 plus n2 minus 2 into summation of 1 to n1 x minus x1 x minus x bar whole square plus 1 to n2, that means sample size, y minus y bar whole square. Now s square equal to, this is 10 plus 8, 18 minus 2, 18 minus 2 should be 16 into this x minus x bar whole square should be 102.4 plus y minus y bar whole square is plus 82. We'll simplify this. 102 plus 82 you will get divided by 16. If you will do, you will get 11.525. S square is 11.525. What is the value of S? S is nothing but 3.395. This is the value of S. Now T equal to x bar minus y bar divided by S into root of 1 by n1 plus 1 by n2. Now what is that? X bar is 6.4, y bar is 5 divided by S is nothing but 3.395 into root of 1 by n1, 1 by 10, 1 by n2 is 1 by 8. If you'll simplify this, you will get 0.8694. But what is the t distribution value, or the given here means they have not given. But how do you find? We know that. See, t of 0.05, that means 5% level of significance for 16 degrees of freedom is 2.120. What value you got it? We got 0.8694, which is less than the 5% significance level table value. So now, hence the hypothesis is accepted. Hence the hypothesis is accepted. What is that hypothesis? Two diets do not differ significantly. We have been taken. So that's only, hence the hypothesis is accepted. Right. Same way we are going to solve one more problem. Right. Here, 11 students were given a test in statistics. They were given a month's further tuition, and second test of equal difficulty was held. At the end of it, do the marks give evidence that the students have benefited by extra coaching? So now here see, marks 1 test, marks 2 test. That one, marks 1 test I am taking as x, marks 2 test I am taking as y. So now number of boys I mentioned 11. So their respective marks also we have given in first test and second test. Right. Here I am taking as hypothesis there is no significant difference between the means of two test marks. That is I am defining here. That is the hypothesis I am defining. That is only null hypothesis we'll call. Now, if you to find x bar, what is that? X bar is nothing but summation of x divided by n1. X bar is nothing but 23 plus 20 plus 19 plus 21 plus 18 plus 20 plus 18 plus 17 plus 23 plus 16 plus 19. If you'll add all that, you will get 214. How many samples are there? 11 samples are there. 214 divided by 11 is nothing but 19.45. Y bar is nothing but second test marks, 24 plus 19 plus 22 plus 18 plus 20 plus 22 plus 20 plus 23 plus 20 plus 17. If you will add all this, you will get 225 divided by 11. 225 divided by 11 is 20.45. Now here see, x minus x bar whole square I am finding. What is that? X minus x bar is nothing but, x is nothing but 23 minus 19.45 whole square plus 20 minus 19.45 whole square plus 19 minus 19.45 whole square plus 21 minus 19.45 whole square plus 18 minus 19.45 whole square plus 20 minus 19.45 whole square plus 18 minus 19.45 whole square plus 17 minus 19.45 whole square plus 23 minus 19.45 whole square plus 16 minus 19.45 whole square plus 19 minus 19.45 whole square. If you will add that, you will get 50.7275 you will get. Next, similarly, y minus y bar whole square, how do you find means? You will see 24 minus 20.45 whole square plus 19 minus 20.45 whole square plus 22 minus 20.45 whole square plus 18 minus 20.45 whole square plus 20 minus 20.45 whole square plus 22 minus 20.45 whole square plus 20 minus 20.45 whole square plus 20 minus 20.45 whole square plus 23 minus 20.45 whole square plus 20 minus 20.45 whole square plus 17 minus 20.45 whole square. If you add this all, you will get y minus y bar whole square equal to 44.7275 you will get. Now I'll use the formula. What is that? A square equal to 1 divided by n1 plus n2 minus 2 into summation of x minus x bar whole square plus y minus y bar whole square. That is nothing but n1 is 11, n2 is 11. 11 plus 11 should be 22. 22 minus 2 is nothing but 20 into x minus x bar whole square plus y minus y bar whole square is x minus x bar whole square value should be 50.7275 plus 44.7275. If you will add both and divided by 20, you will get s square equal to 4.7728. What is that? S equal to root of 4.7728 is 2.1847. Now t equal to x bar minus y bar divided by s into root of 1 by n1 plus 1 by n2. What is that? X bar is 19.45. What is y bar is 20.45 divided by s. S is 2.1847 into square root of 1 by n1 is 1 by 11. 1 by n2 should be 1 by 11. If you simplify this, you will get minus of 1.0735. So already, what is that? I have given the problem. I have not been specified what is that degrees of freedom. So we have to use the table and we will find. So this modulus of t equal to 1.0735. Table value for 20 degrees of freedom at the 5% level of significance is 2.086. So t value should be less than the 5% level of significance. So the hypothesis is accepted at the 5% level of significance. So now we can say that there is no significant difference between two means of the test marks I took. So what is the meaning of this? The students have not benefited by extra coaching. So here hypothesis is accepted. The students have not benefited by extra coaching. That's all.